Hi, beautifully divinely connected soul. Thank you for being in this moment with me, Mystic Mia. This is day not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4 and 5. Where's 4, 5, not 6, day 7. So this is kind of the day, like after you do like 7 days worth of something. And I tried to do it every day, but there's things that came up in between. And it wasn't like yesterday I didn't really take a day off. I just did inner work in a different way. I looked at like specific relationships in my life and what was happening in the connection. And I did it in the form of tarot, and I put it out on my channel so that way it could help others as well as myself, for those who are in a similar kind of energy. And so I did it in a work yesterday, but it was about specific connections just because they were so strong around me at that time, and they still are today. But right now I know that if I don't finish kind of bringing together all this work that we did, then it's going to be for naught. It'll be for nothing, because I have like certain things I remember, but a lot of things I kind of forget. So kind of just bringing it all together will be really helpful, and that's kind of like the point of this inner work. Is like you kind of like condense it into things that you need to be reminded of, that you can write on like your vision board or something, so you can remind yourself for that week or for that month or for that season or whatever, that year. But also the practical things that you can do, and then like Spirit's main messages, like it'll become very obvious, and so that way like what this time and period was for. I'm not going to bore you with going through all this information, but I am just going to kind of leave it on camera so you can see that like I'm going through each step, and that's what inner work is. Like you have to just kind of do it, and people do inner work in different ways, but like for me, like it's kind of nice to kind of review, especially when it's like been this much. A lot of times I can just like complete it that day and then forget about it, but this is kind of so all encompassing for this time, this pivotal moment, this crossroads, that it's kind of worth it for me to go through. And I'm also going to be using ChatGPT on my phone to kind of help me organize some things. And so I'm just going to get to it. All right, so I just had to stop here. I'm an hour and 30 minutes into doing this inner work. And I basically did a whole 1, 2, 3 pages for day one, and just the first line, which was expanded. And that's why I kind of went into the details, because it was just like day one, just the first thing out of all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17. I'm going to go through all of them. This is just day one, the first thing out of 17, which was expanded into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 connections. And I went in to every single one of them, got some sort of background, timeline, any actions that I should take now or will be taking, will potentially happen. But I'm so grateful I did this, because this was so, like, this was hanging heavily on me. And so this was really nice for me to kind of go through and kind of see where things are going. And not only that, but I feel like Spirit is giving me more specific and exact answers and channelings and dates and time frame and details, because I did the work. And so I feel so much better about all these things. And I'm kind of getting a hint of what's to come just from going through the connections around me, my friends, family, the people around me. It just gave me such clarity, and I'm so grateful. But I have 16 more to go just on day one. It's not going to be all this long. This was just expanded, and I really want to focus on it anyway. I was like kind of like debating even doing like a reading just on the connections, because it was just so much at the forefront of my life right now, in my mind and my heart, and I really wanted to kind of really dive into it. And the reading I did yesterday didn't really do it justice, because I was like half doing it for my audience and half doing it for myself, and I really just needed to like dive in fully for myself. But next, the next is gonna go quickly, because I'm just gonna get the main points out of everything. So I should go much faster. All right, here we go. Okay, so I did maybe 2 hours more of this inner work, and I literally just, I was like, oh, I have 17 things to go through from day one's list. And I was like, oh, this one, it was just something that I expanded. You know, the first one we did was expanded. It was connections with other people in my life right now. And that was like 3 pages, right? And I'm like, oh, I'll go faster because I have, you know, all these will be kind of summarized. But the next one was also expanded, and it was about health. So this was like my expanded people in my life, and this is like expanded health actions I was thinking about taking, or focus, things that I should be focusing on in terms of health. And so it was kind of important for me too at this time. So I thought like, okay, let me go through this thoroughly too. I did another 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. So 3 pages. 1, 2, 3. 3 pages here. Another 3 pages. And then I did, I kind of wrote down all the workout stuff here, and then all the other stuff that's kind of like self-care and like can help me have like a healthy mindset or something here, but like physical like workout stuff differently, so I can like have that all in place. But like I had other creative things that were keeping me like kind of mentally stimulated, or kind of expressing and expanding my creativity, which also helps like mental, emotional, spiritual health. And so I wrote down the other things that I've been doing recently and seeing like if I should continue it, and then I got answers for that too. And I kept getting that like, oh, I should keep doing this, like dancing, listening to music, do yoga, making music. And then I'm like, what about the writing, my gaming, boxing, painting? I'm like, why am I like being guided to do this for the next couple of months? It's like, oh, something is going to happen really big around there. I don't know if it's like on a personal level for me or on the worldwide level, but it's like really, really dramatic and very, very powerful. It'll change the course of my life. It's like really, really big changes, right? And I think it's like more than a few things. So I'm kind of getting that like these new hobbies and even these new like all these workouts and stuff will help me be in a more comfortable with being uncomfortable and doing those new things. So then when all these like new decisions and new things come in, I'm like more comfortable with it. It's like more more smoothly going into that, transitioning into that. So that was interesting. Then a lot came up about like potential romantic interests, which was very interesting. There's like a lot of things that was kind of vague too, like when soul family was going to come in, when this new relationship was going to come in, because I'm kind of like in this kind of romantic potential connection right now. So to know that there's another connection coming in, like I've known that for so long that might happen, that the fact that it might happen now is kind of like sad. Like, why would I need to know that? Like, you know, it's happy being oblivious. But it's like to prep me, you know. Who knows? No one knows what's going to actually happen. But yeah, and then like continuing with this, like, you know, life after healing kind of daily thing, daily posts. Yeah, right now, like being like listening to music and dancing and stuff will be really helpful to kind of shake off old energies and allow space for new stuff. Drinking and smoking, I'm like, can I please? And they're like, you can smoke if you want to, like right now is the time, but like you'll be happy that you already stopped smoking now or quit right now, rather than like a week from now when all this stuff starts like happening. So I'm like, fine. I don't really need to, but you know. And then drinking is kind of like, yeah, just don't even think about it. Like there's like just gonna be so many moving parts. It has to be very specific conditions. It has to be with the right people. Otherwise, like, because I'm so energy sensitive, it can become kind of wacky. I'm like, not even alone, not even occasionally, not even on my birthday. And they're like, yeah, but like, don't take that as a permission slip to like, yeah, I definitely am gonna do this. Like, yes, for sure. Like, you know, if it feels right, like then do it. But like, I'm kind of very much like in that habit from past years of using it as a crutch, even around my birthday. Yeah, something weird came up about like going hiking. I'm like, why would that be an issue? Like, why should I stop that? And they said something like something's gonna happen where it's not gonna be like the best idea to go outside that often, which is weird. But it's like, oh, you'll be working out a lot indoors, like in your house anyway. Keto even, they're like, this might be the last time you have to do it, because after this you just have to keep healthy, and like things were going to change, maybe your nutrition or whatever, that you might not need to do keto in order to be healthy anymore, you know, something like that. Yeah. And going through with people was really interesting. I have some things I could finish up. I got a lot about things that might be happening very soon. It was kind of very interesting because even when I did, when I expanded before, for one of the people, it says like, oh, in the near future, they might ask you something to help you with something. They might ask for your help for something, but it also would help me. And it's funny because that specific person literally just went for like on a work trip / vacation. Like it was a work trip that they extended to be a vacation, and that kind of made sense to me. Like that kind of worked out. It's funny. Yeah, and then a lot of things indicated that like there's something happening soon in my life, so that was kind of interesting. Yeah, even like, you know, with my like parents and sister, like there's similar energies, so it's like, oh, like there's something I'm gonna be like talking to them about, and like they're gonna be like picking up on something, and like even with my sister, it's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be something that comes up that we talk about, and that kind of indicates something that's happening in my life soon. Yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, that was 2 out of 17 just from day 1. But it was like kind of important. It like kind of brought through a lot of things. So that was really good. And now the only other thing I expanded was new tarot work, which I put here, which I've been kind of figuring out recently. Like when I get like an idea, I've been kind of figuring it out. So that might be interesting to do. Expansion. Yeah. But yeah, it should be easy to kind of wrap this up. And then even like the head and heart, this is a snap. It should be really quick, easy to wrap up. Day 3 will be easy to wrap up. There's not much. It's just this. It's like intuitive. Let's just get the messages. That's it. Service to others. Just get the messages. And so it should be fine. And I feel like day 5 was like I did this inner work with AI. But I do want to condense it because it's like a lot. Yeah, I might condense this. This might be another long one. But yeah, Spirit kept saying like, you know, you should take a break. It's enough for today. And I did a lot, but it was like really, really enlightening. So I'm really happy. And like I wanted to like, if I ever have a question, I can look back and be like, oh yeah, I have the answers, you know. So I'm really happy with this. Yeah, I guess I'll continue tomorrow, which will be day 8. This is day 7, which is, I did so much. It's like, you know what, over 3 hours. So wrapping things up. Yeah, much love and light.